Hey guys, this is Patty B within the Holler. I got another firearm I'd like to share with y'all. This is the Smith & Wesson 329 PD, chambered in 44 Magnum. The 329 PD's a 4-inch ultralight end-frame double-action revolver that has a scandium alloy frame and a titanium cylinder to give it a very impressive weight of 26.4 ounces on my scale. I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Ron, who let me borrow this pistol for this review. So why would you need a 26-ounce 44 Magnum? Well, my buddy Ron is a bear hunter who chases black bears up and down the hills of Appalachia with his dogs. When you're out there going up and down, covering miles all day, weight is a premium, and that's where the 329 delivers, because you get a good amount of power in a very lightweight package. We'll hit the features on this. Start down here. It does come, or his came anyways, with a wood grip, but he's replaced that with a Hogue Tamer. It feels really good in your hand and should soften some of the recoil that the 44 mag can have. Controls are this, standard Smith & Wesson. Got your cylinder release, trigger, double action. It's pretty darn good. Heavy and smooth, single action. It's really nice. It's got a really nice wide target style hammer, feels good. Your frame is coated black. Got your grayed out titanium cylinder. Sights on this, pretty excellent. As you can see, you've got a fiber front and kind of a V-notch rear that is adjustable for both windage and elevation. Yeah, I've never shot a 44 Magnum this light, so it should be an interesting but fun day for sure. So I'm gonna go outside, put a bunch of rounds through it. I've got both 44 mag and 44 special. Do some shooting, and I'll come back in and tell you what I think about this thing. All right, we're gonna start off with some 44 special. Let's see where this thing's hitting for us and see how 44 special feels before we move over to 44 mag. All right, you know, that's pretty fun to shoot with 44 special. We'll see what mag does. All right, we got some MagTech 44 mag, 240 grain soft points. Let's see how this does. Okay, that's a big difference. Yeah, she's got some recoil, but this thing's doing a pretty good job. But yeah, this isn't something you're going to want to put a ton of rounds through at the range. But man, it is a blast to shoot. All right, got another cylinder of Magnums. Woo! That's a lot of fun. All right, we're back about 15 yards. We got another cylinder of specials. And a cylinder of mags. Yeah, if you're a guy who flinches a lot when you shoot, this probably isn't the best. I don't flinch a whole lot, but this thing will definitely not help you with that, because yeah, it's pretty stout. Let's try that 25-yard plate. Let's try the 40 yarder. Yeah, this thing, it's a lot of fun to shoot with the specials. You know, the Magnums, they're a little stout, but it's still quite a bit of fun. First 3 specials, second 3 Magnums. All right, back inside from shooting the 329 PD, and yeah, what a blast this thing is. Shooting 44 special, this thing's not that bad at all, and you can shoot it all day long. 44 mags, they can definitely be stout. I was only shooting some Magtech 240 grains, so I can't even imagine what like some Buffalo Bore or you know, Grizzly ammo, some really hot 44, that would be brutal. This grip does a pretty darn good job. You know, I think even the Magtech 240s I was shooting would be pretty darn stout if you had the original wood grip. So this thing is definitely helps. So, you know, what are you going to buy and use this for? To me, you know, this isn't much of a range toy to go out and shoot, you know, take the range, put a couple hundred rounds through, unless you're shooting specials, and then that could be a whole lot of fun. But I just don't think that the average person is going to put a whole bunch of 44 mag through this. Just because after, you know, for me, after 50 rounds, I caught myself flinching a lot, and yeah, just a little bit stout. But for my buddy whose pistol this is, you know, like I said, he's a bear hunter and he carries it a lot, and he's going to shoot it very little. Super lightweight, but then when you need to use it, you've got all the power you need. So yeah, I'm not sure you know, if this gun's for everybody, yeah, but you know, it definitely works for my buddy for his application. But definitely fun. You know, I love shooting this in 44 special. It was a blast. 44 mag. It was fun at first, and then it just kind of wears on you a little bit. Maybe I'm just old and weak, probably so. But yeah, this thing's still pretty cool. Well, there you go, guys. Smith & Wesson 329 PD. Y'all have a nice day.